What's up, everybody? And I'm gonna do this review. And listen, I'm gonna do my best ability to review this because I don't watch a lot of the show, but I said I was gonna review Ring of Honor Final Battle 2021. Obviously, because this could be probably be the last. I don't want to say last, but the last Ring of Honor pay per view until further notice. Well, until they come back in April during WrestleMania weekend at Supercard of Honor. But honestly, the question is really in the air for Ring of Honor right now. So I do know some stuff that's been going on in Ring of Honor, and obviously there was a lot of stuff that went on in this show. Last night in Baltimore and everything. So they had a lot to put on the table, and there was a lot of things to say about this show. So I'm gonna do what I can because I did watch the whole show, okay, and I do know some things that are going on in Ring of Honor. I do. I'm not gonna say I don't know everything. Some things I may be a little oblivious on. Like I try to watch the show when I can, but obviously a lot of changes were made, especially to the main event at the last second due to the world champion Bandito getting COVID at the last second. So they brought Jay Lethal back, which I was very surprised to hear about that, given that we just heard this guy saying he was not even gonna be on the Final Battle pay-per-view for Ring of Honor. So I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of shocked to hear about that. I didn't really think he'd be back, but I don't know if it was because of a change of heart or maybe because Lethal just has that much respect for the company or AEW let him do this. I don't know, but I just remember Jay Lethal, he got back at Full Gear. He said, he got out of his contract and they let him go early release and stuff, and he was done with Ring of Honor, and he said himself he wasn't going to be at the Final Battle show. So it's kind of crazy at the last second they brought him back in, because I'm like, if Bandito's out, who else they going to put in the main event then against Jonathan Gresham for the Ring of Honor World title and stuff. So it is kind of surprising, but I have more to say about that later because it was a very good main event. We're going to get to that. But next, I guess we're going to start off with the pre-show, and then I'm going to talk about Caprice Coleman and Ian Riccaboni on commentary. We kicked it off with the was like Shane Taylor Promotions and was it Shane Taylor Promotions versus the what are they called? It's Vincent and them, the Righteous or something. Because what was it? Vincent Bateman and Dutch versus Moses Khan and O'Shea Edwards of Shane Taylor Promotions. Basically for the Ring of Honor 6-man tag titles on the pre-show. The Righteous end up winning the titles and whatnot. Good opener, I will say that. Not bad at all. So they did win the first match right here. Pre-show winning the 6-man tag titles. I feel like looking at tonight, especially with these tag titles, you could probably tell who's probably going to be sticking around with the company and who's not going to be sticking with the company. Because now, after this show, everybody's basically released at this point. So it's anybody's ball game now to whichever any of these guys to go whatever company at this point. So like I say, it's a lot of questions in the air right now. We're going to get to more of that. But yes, the new 6-man tag champions were crowned right here. The Righteous. Also, I know they did announce that the original Ring of Honor World title belt will be brought back in the main event to see who wins the world title tonight. Also, I know Rocky Romero was there. Basically, he was being brought in for the tag match since Chris Dickinson is hurt. And whatnot, and he's here representing New Japan Pro Wrestling. So he's been in Ring of Honor for, here and there throughout the years and whatnot. So he's gonna show some violence tonight. Next, I guess this is a what was it? Tag match coming up. I guess I have to do some NWA in this match. Chelsea Green, Allison Kay, and Marty Bell versus Miranda Alizé, Angelina Love, and Mandy Leon. Tag match wasn't bad. They shook hands and stuff for the match and everything, but it wasn't bad. Thought I heard something right there, but like I said, not a bad tag match. They ended up with Marty Bell getting the win and basically I think they all hugged, and Allison Kay just kind of looked around, basically looking back, kind of looking disgusted with this group hug thing going on. So yeah, like aren't both of these teams like heel anyways, if I'm not mistaken? So I don't really know. I know they had Danhausen. I don't know much about Danhausen. Okay, I know he's really big on Twitter. I know he was here over the weekend in Chicago with CM Punk at the C2E2 convention. But I've heard of Danhausen on Twitter. In the ring, I don't really know much. But I know he's just his gimmick. I don't know what it really is, but he seems pretty over with a lot of people, so people like Danhausen. But next we did get this wild card 10-man tag. Beer City Bruiser, Brian Milanes, Cheeseburger or world famous CB, Flip Gordon and PJ Black versus LSG, Demonic Flamita, Will Ferrara, Sledge, and Max the Impaler with Amy Rose, not from Sonic the Hedgehog, but this was a tag match. It was a lot going on in this tag match I don't really know about, but I just know like what Beer City Bruiser and all of them got the win. LSG got the win on there, I guess, over PJ Black. So it was a tag match, I should say. Not bad and whatnot, but it was the pre-show, so I don't really got much to say about this either. But in the main show, we did kick it off with Dragon Lee versus Ray Hours. I like this match. It was a really great match to kick off the main show to the pay-per-view and whatnot. Dragon Lee, I've always been a big fan of Dragon Lee, especially watching them both here in Ring of Honor and New Japan and whatnot. I know he's still in that what is it called? What is it called? Basically another faction of Los Ingobernables and whatnot, but La Facción de Ingobernable, if I'm not mistaken. Dragon Lee did get the win, of course, with the incinerator. One to the front of his head with a big knee strike, and then another one to the back of his head for the win. So, Dragon Lee getting the win, that was really good. There were video messages from past Ring of Honor stars that were shown throughout tonight. I know they had one from Impact, one from Eddie Edwards, especially Eddie Edwards was in this company before, thinking Ring of Honor for everything, and Ring of Honor giving him a chance when no one else could. Because yes, him and Davey Richards, they were the Wolves and whatnot. I think starting out in Ring of Honor, was Eddie the world champion Ring of Honor? I'm not really sure at the time, but I do know about him and Davey Richards always tagging together in ROH before they went to Impact and everything. So like I said, there were a lot of video packages from past Ring of Honor stars. So Eddie Edwards was the first one. Next, Dalton Castle, Joe Hendry, very big, I should say. They said his last match was back, in March before the pandemic and whatnot. Rhett Titus and Silas Young in a four-way corner survival match for the ROH TV title. Sometimes when I look at Dalton Castle, I always felt like he was hanging on a thread at one point, but this was a lot in this fatal four-way match. Ended up with Rhett Titus getting the pin, kicking Silas Young for the win. So Rhett Titus, a very guy that's been in Ring of Honor for a very long time, actually getting some, actually kind of getting some credit around here. I know he's been, what was he, like a tag team with Kenny King called the All Night Express at one point. So Rhett Titus has been in Ring of Honor for a while. So him getting the title right here, the TV title, good for him. But like I said, with a lot of these title changes, he's going to be staying in the company for a while and whatnot. We also had a video package from the AEW World Champion, Hangman Page. Basically, thanking Ring of Honor of him getting a chance to travel overseas to many countries, the wrestle from London to Japan, everywhere. So I know it was like some cowboy shit chants out there too, but he didn't thank everyone in Ring of Honor. Josh Woods, the Goods himself, went against Brian Johnson for the ROH Pure Championship. Brian Johnson coming out with a promo talking about the crowd and, talking about the foundation members and stuff. And, talking about past Ring of Honor stars when you're American Dragon or an Octopus or an Architect around here that, we look at the past, but, this is about me tonight and whatnot. The Pure Championship, it's a lot of rules, I know, to the Pure title. I've seen some Pure Championship matches or Pure pure wrestling match rules. It's very good. Okay, I know some people aren't the biggest fans of those type of matches, but I enjoyed the pure. I did watch the pure tournament, so I thought it was really good. Um, Josh Woods ended up retaining the ROH pure title. Uh, ROH pure title. I know they had Kerry Silken on commentary, I believe, also. But yeah, Woods ended up getting the win. Basically, I think because he choked out Brian Johnson. So yeah, Josh Woods still retaining the Ring of Honor um, pure championship. They also had a video package from Jimmy Jacobs, talk about how he started Ring of Honor, and talked about hanging with guys like Colt Cabana and Young Bucks, talking about how they're all going to change the business, which they've had, and now Jimmy Jacobs says he's pulling the strings, in the back with Impact right now for the past 4 years, and just saying that the Zombie Princess always gets what he wants. Honestly, I look at Jimmy Jacobs. Sometimes I look at his work in Impact, and he ain't really the best one. I'll say that because I think I've kind of questioned some of the stuff they put on TV on that show. Next was Shane Taylor versus Kenny King in a fight without honor match. This was one of my favorite matches of the night. Okay, I enjoyed this. They beat the hell out of each other. Okay, there was some brutal shit. I think the scariest spot was like when they were doing like that bridge on the ladder, and they had a bridge on the ladder, and Shane Taylor basically hit a pile driver, and I swear, like they fell off the ladder prematurely. Almost, I almost thought Kenny King was about to bust his head, but Shane Taylor just jumped on the Kenny King on through the table, or like a suplex or two tables on the outside. There was a lot in this match that was just insane. Okay, I enjoyed this. All right, this was great to me. Even what Shane Taylor, what do you get, like a chair, whatnot. Kenny King says what he waiting for, do it. Shane Taylor hit him with the chair and whatnot. He ended up hitting another like a Marcus Garvey driver and whatnot, which I guess like the power driver, like he did on the ladder for the win. Next, the rest of Shane Taylor promotions came out and celebrated. He even got up and hugged Kenny King, putting his jersey on him. Then so that was great. Okay, that's probably one of the best matches of the night. This fight without honor match. So Shane Taylor getting the win right here. This was really good. I enjoyed this. I recommend anybody to go back and watch that match. CM Punk also had a video package talking about Ring of Honor's past, and he doesn't keep up with Ring of Honor as much, and he knows it's different from what it was back then. It felt like lightning in a bottle, and he said you shouldn't be sad that this is the end of an era, but just be damn happy that it happened. Okay. And, he would not be where he was if Ring of Honor never existed and whatnot. A lot of guys came back. We should all look back with it with pride. So we saw CM Punk. Roxy, the Ring of Honor Women's Champion. I know she just won at the last pay-per-view. Went against Willow for the title. A good match. I will say that I don't know much about both of them, but I did enjoy this match. It was really good. I figured Roxy was going to get the win. Roxy had won. But right after that, I know they hugged. Next thing you know, Deonna Purrazzo showed up and whatnot. The Reina de Reina AAA Women's Champion. Fans chant, holy shit. Purrazzo, she's been in this company before too. But talked about Roxy, you're a fighting champion. And I know you want to fight everywhere right now. And and she's here to prove something also. She could prove that you can fight anywhere. Because Purrazzo says once she beats Mickie James at Hard to Kill and regain the Knockouts title, she wants Roxy in a winner-take-all match. So I guess it's going to be for what? The Ring of Honor Women's Champion, the Knockouts title, and the AAA Reina de Reina. And honestly, doesn't Taya going after Deonna Purrazzo right now anyway? So and whatnot. So yeah, you don't know how many belts are going to be on the line this winner-take-all thing. But Purrazzo, one of the surprises of the night. I really didn't think that was going to happen, but hey, maybe Impact's trying to get Roxy in and whatnot. Like I say, everybody's a free agent technically right now at this point, but they plugged Impact on Access TV, so that was one of the surprises of the night. We also got a video package from Adam Cole, 3-time Ring of Honor champion, if I'm not mistaken. Talked about he had to travel the world with this company and, changing the landscape. And he just wanted to thank everyone in Ring of Honor for what they did for him and just to say thank you. Next, we had a 8-man tag. Violence Unlimited, Brody King, Homicide, Tony Deppen, and Rocky Romero. Chris Dickinson is injured, so he was out there with him, a dislocated hip. going against EC3, Tracy Williams, Eli Ism, and Taylor Rust. A good tag match, I should say. Took, excuse me, a good tag match. Brody King getting the Gonzo bomb on Ism for the win. Right after EC3 started cutting his promo, we should pay homage to the past and told Ism to stay on his feet, and we stand in Ring of Honor, but there is no honor in what they do, okay? All these corporate wrestling brands, old money, new money, and that wrestlers sacrificed, and where are our leaders, huh? And then, he starts naming people, and Dak Draper and Brian Johnson walk out saying, don't say my name and everything. EC3 said they did, he's lost everything, okay? I've lost a lot of things. I've lost my home, all that stuff. And EC3, I'm calling call to arms. All those guys are standing in the ring, and he's offering a choice. You can control your narrative. And then next thing, these two guys show up in these EC3 hoodies. I believe it was Wesley Blake, one of them. But next, EC3 says, we can give the wrestlers the freedom. If you stand with him right now, we control the narrative. And he's going to release the Titan. Next thing you know, Adam Shear, one of those Braun Strowman showed up then, which some people said the crowd was very mid on him and looked like. I thought he was pretty over when he came out there, but I was surprised to see Strowman, or Sheer technically, or the Titan. He comes out just destroying everybody, EC3's crew, and even chokeslamming Ism, calling the Titan, which they carried all these guys to the back then. Crazy to debut somebody on Ring of Honor, especially when this is technically your last show right now until further notice, but I guess he's running with EC3 in them. Some people said his debut was kind of mid, or people didn't really want to see Strowman, given the comments he said about the indies during the entire, pandemic, tell him to get a real job, and it did make him look like an asshole, because honestly, I'm surprised nobody really signed Strowman at this point, but I was like, those comments he said before were really going to come back and haunt him, so I was surprised to see him here, so I was surprised. To, even just see him on his show. But yeah, Strowman debuting tonight, that was crazy. The Young Bucks had a video package thanking Ring of Honor for what they did for him, for them and whatnot. So video package from them. The OGK, or the Kingdom, the original Kingdom, Matt Taven, Mike Bennett, even Maria Kanellis coming out there going against the Briscoe brothers for the tag team titles. Great match. I enjoyed this, okay? When you have a Briscoe match, you're always going to have a wild brawl when it comes to the Briscoes, okay? So this was insane. And the Briscoes end up winning, becoming the 12-time tag team champions. They hugged the OGK then. There was a Briscoes chant. And said, we love all y'all. This might be the end of an era, but it ain't the end of the Briscoes. And if any team want a piece of us, y'all come on right now. Lights go off. Next thing you know, FTR shows up. Cash Wheeler and Dax Harwood. Crowd goes nuts then. Everybody just starts brawling. Fans trying to let them fight. So obviously, I don't know when this match is ever going to happen. I'm sure it may happen on AEW TV, but Briscoes versus FTR, that's going to be a brawl. And the fans trying to fuck them up, Briscoes, as the segment ended. So that was insane to even see. We also got a Bryan Danielson video package in. Basically talking about Ring of Honor, saying he wouldn't be where he was, and if it wasn't for Ring of Honor, talk about, he was on the first show, and, even Final Battle, how he lost the Homicide for the Ring of Honor World title back then. And, he always ROH sticks around and does something great, but he wants to thank, Ring of Honor. And then after that, but next we get to the main event, the Ring of Honor World title on the line. Kerry Silken, I believe I was out there with the entering with the original Ring of Honor title. And, they had a video package of showing all past Ring of Honor champions, okay, from many guys, all right, just from, it's a lot, from Kevin Steen to El Generico to Bryan Danielson to Tyler Black to CM Punk to Adam Cole to Christopher Daniels to AJ Styles. I don't think AJ was ever the Ring of Honor World Champion. Bandito, Dalton Castle, like I said, Jay Lethal himself. It's a lot of guys you can name that have came from Ring of Honor. Kyle O'Reilly, just many guys from ROH showing a video package of them. But as this main event was about to begin, I know they had Ian Riccaboni thank the other companies from Impact to AEW and Billy Corgan for making this a special night. I guess a lot of blessing from them. But yeah, it was a lot to say about this match too, because like I said, Bandito was taken out due to COVID. I don't know what he was doing, but it is kind of crazy. Like, hey, dude, you're the world champion. This is probably the final show until further notice, and then you get COVID. I'm not saying he did anything reckless. I would hope not, but I'm like, I was wondering who they're going to change. But Jay Lethal, Gresham, this was great. I figured Gresham was going to win anyways, which even the entire Ring of Honor roster came out and, watched the match, cheering both guys on. Lethal was trying to go for the lethal injection, but Gresham had got like that octopus hold and, forcing Lethal to tap out. And, people got in the ring. Jordan Grace, Jonathan Gresham's wife, um, was in the ring, and just I wish they would the segment would have went a little bit longer, but Kerry Silken handed the Ring of Honor original Ring of Honor World Title to Jonathan Gresham, as they had a graphic at the end saying, "When one era ends, another begins." In April of next year, I guess they'll be back. So I wish they would have had a little bit of a longer celebration segment at the end, but still a very good match. Like I said, though, Ring of Honor, in a way, you don't know if this is really in. It felt like it in, but we don't know if Ring of Honor is going to be back. And like the last Ring of Honor video I put out, I said there's a lot that kind of, in their downfall, whatnot. And, I'm sure a lot of these companies, I know they thank them just giving, and I'm glad they supported them throughout the night, even just giving the blessing to Ring of Honor. But like just seeing guys from Impact and AEW and NWA still offering the support and whatnot, and even just having Jay Lethal on their show at the last minute. I'm sure, like I said, AEW loaned him out there just for this one night, just to make this look special. But all these people showing up from different companies, like I said, from FTR to Deanna Purrazzo, who both work for, AEW and Impact, or Marty Bell and Allison Kay, who work for the NWA. Adam Shields, the debut, so I guess, he's from WWE and whatnot. That's different, but you just look at a lot of things from Ring of Honor and it was a lot of tributes I saw online from people that have worked in Ring of Honor, from their partnership with New Japan Pro Wrestling. And I saw people like, Switchblade Jay White say something, or Okada, or, Moose, or it's a lot of guys. And, they thanked a lot of people, just that have been there, from Adam Pearce to Jim Cornette, just it's a lot of guys that have came through Ring of Honor, okay? A lot of people that nowadays, okay? Red Dragon, or just the dude, come on, you Dick, Frank Kazarian, Daniel. It's a countless list, okay? Bullet Club, it's many guys that have just came in and out of Ring of Honor for years, okay? Come on, Kings of Wrestling, fucking what, Claudio Castagnoli and Chris Hero, for God's sakes, okay? Like it's a lot of people. Listen, and I'll say it's about Ring of Honor because I don't know if this is really in the end, because I started watching Ring of Honor back in 2010. That's when I discovered it, all right, on HD Net when I had it at the time. And I saw people starting out like Kyle O'Reilly at the time. I saw Tyler Black's last match on Ring of Honor TV and whatnot at the time in 2010, but I saw guys like Shelton Benjamin and Charlie Haas on there, and a lot of guys that were just starting out at the time, and look at where they are today in their careers and stuff. Even through Destination America, I saw it too. So, like I said, we don't know what the circumstances are going to be with Ring of Honor right now. We don't know if this was the final show. I do expect a lot of these people that are here tonight to be showing up on different companies in the near future, whether it's the NWA, whether it's Impact, whether it's AEW, whether it's New Japan. We don't know, okay? I don't know what's going to happen with these title belts. I don't know no one knows, okay? Until they reboot this whole company in April, when they come back around WrestleMania weekend. So, like I said, it's a lot of uncertainty right now for the Ring of Honor pay-per-view. But I thought this was a very good pay-per-view to go out with a bang for Ring of Honor. And they did have a lot of surprises set up. So, we will see what happens in the future. But like I said before, don't be surprised when you expect a lot of these guys to be showing up on some show. And I'm sure we'll be seeing that in the near future whenever. Because even they said themselves, they should just everybody go out and start signing with another company or something, because people have already started to do that. And I even question with Ring of Honor also, how do we know if all these talent will come back once they sign with a different company? Like, will it be out of goodwill? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. So, it's an insane thing. But overall, I enjoyed the main event. I thought Shane Taylor and Kenny King was one of the best matches of the night. Also, the Briscoes and the OGK for the tag titles. And the main event was really good, like I just said before. So, overall, I did enjoy this show. So, we will see what happens next, man. So, ROH, man, thank you. We don't know. We don't know, but I still said it was a lot of reasons to their downfall also, but you can see the last video for that. But other than that, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at HoodedKnight890. I'm out of here. See you guys then. Peace out.